Yeah, man. Hella shit on my mind this morning. On my morning walk. You feel me? Walking these LA streets. What up, Inglewood? What up, LA? The city that I love. The city of angels and devils. The city, the scandalous city that I was raised in and grew up in. What's up with you? But shit, what up with you too, YouTube? I'm just walking. You know what I'm saying? Got a hella shit on my mind. Traffic always cracking in LA. You know what I'm saying? No matter what. But shit, I had an interesting conversation yesterday on Facebook. You know, I got a lot of traction on Facebook because I'm such a pariah or a polarizing figure because some of my opinions. But man, yesterday on Facebook, I had a real interesting conversation with somebody that shall name anonymous because I don't think that their identity is important, but at the end of the day, she asked me a series of interesting questions that I had some very interesting answers for. Basically, I was just talking about Russell Wilson and the fact that he is simp, you know. And she was very upset with me, and she basically wanted to know what was my definition of a simp. So that's not very difficult to answer. Basically, a simp is a simple ton. Simp is short for simple. You're a simple man. You're a simple person. You're simple minded. You don't have you know, you're not really trying to try your options out here. You're not really trying to play the field. You're just a settler. You just settle for whatever is offered to you, pretty much. So, you're a simple man. You're a simple person. You're quick to settle. And we just abbreviate that and call you a simp. Now, the rest of us out here that play the field, we are actually what you call players because we play our options, play the field, make a selection what we feel is the best choice for our life and what's the best decision for the things that we want. We play the field. It's not about taking advantage of anything. It's just about trying your options or playing your options. That's what makes you a player. It's not about taking advantage of anyone, about sleeping around. It's about what's fine and what's best for you. And that's what makes me a player. I play my options. I'm not a simp. I don't just settle for whatever is offered to me or the simplest choice. I have the capacity. I'm complex thinking enough to understand that I have choices out here. You know? So, with that being said, basically, the person who I was talking to, necessarily didn't agree with my rationalization of what a simp was. So she decided to ask me, since Nipsey Hussle took care of kids that weren't his own, was he a simp? And I had to tell her that had nothing to do with the price of tea in China. No, Nipsey Hussle was not a simp for taking care of being a stepfather because stepdaddy season is over, and I don't know who didn't get the memo. Obviously, Russell Wilson didn't get the memo, but the rest of us, self-respecting black men who have self-esteem and believe that we have something to offer this world, we're not accepting somebody else's life decisions and having to be responsible for that. You just have to understand that. Russell Wilson could be as rich as he want to be and play as many NFL football games he wants to. That still doesn't mean he sees himself as a value or that he's a high value man. Because if he's settling for somebody that he could do better, he's a simp. It's just that simple. You know, it don't matter how much money you got. You know, but I'm not settling for that. And a lot of 90% of black men, we're not settling for that. So Nipsey Hussle, he already had kids previous to being a stepfather. So once you already have kids, you're not a simp if you become a stepfather. Because you already have kids, you're making a mother a stepmother. That fair exchange is no robbery. So it's like, it's not the same for a single man such as myself with no children, no attachments. If I go get with a woman who has kids, she's not even single. Why would I, a single man, go get with a non-single woman? I had to look at myself lower than what I'm really worth. I couldn't see the true value in what I could really offer the world. And that would make me a simp. You know? And I would never simp myself out. Never. Okay? Damn. It's just crazy. You know, what is expected of us as black men in this current society. Like, I was raised in the 90s. Honestly, I saw how my stepfather was treated. It wasn't ideal. Period. It's like, so why would I put myself in that same situation? So, it's not that it's a insult. We're not bashing anyone. It's just a proper terminology when we call Russell Wilson a simp. When we call other stepdaddies simps. If you was a stepfather and you didn't already have kids of your own, then you are a simp, and it's not an insult, it's just a proper terminology. Because you are a simple-minded individual who doesn't have the complexity of wisdom and logic to see that you are of higher value than that and you deserve better. Okay? Just a simple-minded person. That's all. You know? And I don't see nothing wrong with that. But I do see something wrong when us players who play the field, who know our options and make informed decisions and choices based upon our options, we stigmatized. We look down upon when we laugh at the decision of a simp. Because it's hilarious. The shit is hilarious, man. This nigga running behind. The shit is hilarious. And no matter what nobody say, everybody know that Sierra went back to the future first. So, no matter what Russell Wilson do, the picture would never fade. Never. Never. She went back to the future first. Future would never fade out the picture. What's so hard to get? But you know, I'm gonna leave it there because I don't like making these videos too long. Because if you stayed this long, hit the like button, subscribe, you know. And the next video will be better. And stay positive, but be negative if you have to be balanced. And this Ocho Solo. I'm out of this thing.